Pastor Jamal Bryant is receiving backlash for issuing an apology to the LGBTQ plus community on behalf of the Black church. Now, Pastor Bryant attended Bishop O.C. Allen and his husband's church and said, "I'm here because the Black community owes this community an apology. I wanted to come for the pastors who have hurt you, for the pastors who did not exercise Christ-like compassion." One person responded, "Apologize for what exactly? How are you a pastor and you're not going to preach what's in the Bible?" Do you think Pastor Bryant's apology was genuine, Al?
It felt genuine to me. I mean, anyone can debate whether they thought it was genuine or not, but for me, this apology is undoubtedly long overdue, and not from just him, but from all the pulpits in the Black community, because a lot of pastors have said and have talked negatively about the LGBTQ plus community. And we, as members of the community, have held all offices in the church. We've been deacons, we've been preachers, we've been choir directors, we've been choir members, we've been usher board members. So for me to hear him speak into this space, I commend him, and I accept your apology, Jamal Bryant, and thank you for allowing the Black church room for healing and for us to turn and pivot on this narrative about how it is sinful to be a part of the LGBTQ plus community and also participate in the Black church.
Yeah, what do you think?
You know what? I love that he made the apology that he made. I hope it's a step in the right direction for the clergy as a whole. And I want to address the people who feel the same way as the person who said, apologize for what was in the Bible. You know, number one, that's debatable. Number two, it's up to your interpretation of the Bible. But I'm sick and tired of y'all using the Bible to veil your homophobia, right? Because in the same section of the Bible that y'all love to quote, which is Leviticus, you know, it also says that you shouldn't wear mixed fabric, and it also says you shouldn't eat shellfish either. And I don't see y'all coming after the seafood eaters and the pescatarians with the same anger that you do with homosexuals. And I don't see all the fashionistas that show up to church being put out the church and ridiculed the same way you do the gay people. So miss me with the whole it's in the Bible crap, because you're full of shit and you're homophobic. And my last point is, let's just say hypothetically, I am of the belief that it's a sin and it's in the Bible and so on and so forth. Then it would seem to me that the church is exactly where I'm supposed to be, right? Like if that sin is so bad, it would seem to me that you would be dying for me to come into the church and making the church a very comfortable place for me so I can be redeemed for this sin. But instead, y'all push people away. And the homosexuals been here since the beginning of time, and we ain't going nowhere. So this was long overdue, and I'm glad he did it. And we'll save this discussion for a later day. But I'm one of those people that honestly and truthfully, because I'm being gay and the church, is why I don't fuck with the church.
Taylor Johnson said you can be compassionate to a sinner and still not promote biblical sin. You know what? I hear you, your comment. I hear you, but I don't agree. Again, to piggyback off what Q said, I just find it funny that all these people that come for certain parts of sin in the Bible are not virgins, are having premarital sex, are judgmental, are stealing, are gossiping. The list goes on and on and on. And I do not proclaim to be an expert on the Bible, but I know my little pieces here and there, and I know how to live a good life. I know how to live like a Christian like. But you know, just because you can quote the Bible and know all the verses doesn't make you a good Christian if you are living not in a way that represents what it's supposed to be saying. And you can't be a hypocrite, right? You can't say, I don't like that part. That hurts my life and my fun. But this, you shouldn't be doing that. And you're going to hell. But I'm not. But you're going to hell. That's what turns people off, y'all. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Stop. And there's an argument to be made that didn't God make all of us? I don't think, who made the homosexuals?
Right. Straight people.
So to condemn them to burn in hell is madness to me. You're condemning God's children to hell because you don't like it.
And the sad part about it is people would, these Bible thumpers, they are not self-aware enough to admit that it's not even their interpretation of the Bible. It's what they've been taught by the households they grew up in or the communities that they've been a part of. And that is the God honest truth.
And until the church makes a bigger effort to kick all the pedophiles out raping these young boys, it's really hard for me to take a lot of what some of y'all say seriously. But there are some great ones. And I do appreciate Pastor Jamal Bryant for what he said. I do think he was sincere. I really do. All right, y'all. Miss V said, sin is sin. There's no good sin or lesser sin. All sin separates us from God. Okay. I'm sure some people are going to be mad about this conversation in the chat, but hey, this is what the show is for.